his name is Kranti. So he's already working on SAP side. So since 1.5 years, this is just a background of his. So, but he want to brush up his knowledge. So that is the reason he would like to continue in the session. So just about his introduction only. So and Kranti, so others Bimesh and Anki Reddy and as well as Bharat, I think everybody knows about me. Even I know about them, Kranti. So only you are the new person. Okay, so that is the reason I'm just introducing in this forum to you. Okay. Okay, yeah, thanks, Kranti. Okay, so let us continue the session, today's session. So, friends, as yesterday we had a discussion about what is the company code, and also, okay, what is the posting period variant, and what is the GL account, and and how many ways are there to set up the GL accounts into the system. Okay, then these are the things we had a discussion, and also posting period. In the posting periods, we had a discussion. Okay, what is the year dependent physical year, what is the year independent, and as well as the okay, how the year shifting mechanism it is going to work in SAP. Okay, these are the things which we have discussed in our yesterday session. So okay, let us continue the today's session. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, so hope everybody can able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, still we have not yet completed the basic settings. Still we are doing configuration for the basic settings only. Okay, we have not yet completed. So yesterday I have explained each and everything. So we were completed the configuration up to page number 30, I remember. And also we had a discussion about chart of accounts also. How many chart of accounts are there in SAP? At the same time, okay, so what is the operational chart of accounts, what is a group chart of accounts, what is a country specific chart of accounts? Okay, the explanation which I have given in detailed explanation in our class. If all company codes will follow the same chart of accounts, so what is the situation? If all the if company codes have the different individual chart of accounts, what is the situation? And at the same time, even we had a discussion about the retained earnings account also. I have explained about the retained earnings account. Then the GL accounts, how we can create the GL accounts, how many ways are there? Before that one, the how we have divided the categories of the GL account. One series which we have created the GL account groups, and then two series we have created for the assets, then three series we have created for the incomes, four series we have created for the uh, expenditure, then eight series. I just forgot this one. This eight series is for legacy data migration. Okay, I'll mention like this: data migration. Okay, the data migration part at the moment it's not required, because when we will be there into the project session, so I am going to show you how data, what are the uh, what standard SAP has been provided to bring data from old system to SAP system, and what are the methods are there. Okay, if standard system does not support for client requirement, what are the programs which we need to use to convert data, existing data into the and we need to convert existing legacy data, then we need to bring the data into the SAP system. Okay, I will cover when we will be there into the project session. Okay, now, okay, define accounting groups, this also we have seen. Okay, now you can see we have only the four account groups, remember. Okay, one more time I am just repeating okay, you just forget about the data migration. Okay, now if you want to prepare the balance sheet, we would require is a liability account and as well as asset account. Then if you want to prepare the P&L account, then we would require is a income and expenditure account. Only these four categories are there, means two or the three series and four series which is relevant for the P&L account, and two series and one series which is relevant for the balance sheet account. Okay, this is for only for the pure data migration purpose. Okay, this I will cover during the project session. Okay, now then Now you can see here how we have divided the GL accounts. Means if we want to post some information which is relevant for the share capital, let's say for example, now we need to create the GL account in between this series, means 1 lakh to 1,99,000 series, then reserves and surplus. Okay, like this. But it's a pure depends on organization requirement. Either you can divide the GL account, GL accounts means for assets, again you can drill down, means like it's a fixed assets, tangible assets, intangible assets, however you want. But if your organization wish to have, okay, only four groups in the sense for okay, so for liabilities, okay, okay, might be there might be like it's a 1 2, maybe they will create is a like this. Okay, however they want to, means the series is a optional. Okay, it's not the standard one. Okay, how business want to have the GL account groups according to the business requirement we will create. And also yesterday I told you one information. Okay, when we will be there in the implementation project, initially we must have to go through the client PNL account and balance sheet. Okay, then only we will come to know what kind of GL accounts to be required for client. Please remember, please note this point. Okay, when in case if we will be there in the implementation projects. Okay, then the account groups for our understanding purpose. Okay, now I have now we have divided the many, I mean each and every group, like it's an liabilities we have divided into, it's a share capital, reserves and surplus. There are 2 3 groups we have, uh, 2 3 categories wise we have divided for one group. Then where the GL, where the account groups are storing. Okay, this is the table. Okay, where we can go and check the table information. Okay, the transaction code here is the, now I just mentioned here is a OBD4 is a straightforward. If you want, you can straightforward enter the transaction code, or you can go by this path. Then so this up to here we had a discussion, okay, in our yesterday session. Even retained earnings, about retained earnings account also we have discussed in the yesterday session. Okay, what is the retained earnings account? Why we would require the retained earnings account? Okay, GL account creation. Okay, this I have explained yesterday in yesterday's session. Okay, today's session what I will do, when we are going to start the general ledger accounting module, in the session what I will do, I will take the practical example, then I will explain you why we need to use the, and or why SAP has provided 3 transaction codes to set up the, or to create a GL account. Okay, everybody aware of that one, FS00. This is a central transaction code. It is a combination of FSP0 and FSS0. Okay, yesterday I have already given the example, but that is not sufficient for you. I will explain you once again about this one. Fine. Okay. Physical year variant. About this one also we have discussed. Now in Indian financial year, the year is going to start from 1st April to, then it is going to end 31st of March. Okay, that we can say is a financial year. Now the financial year in SAP we are going to call it as a physical year. Okay, the physical year it will have the 12 posting periods and 12 posting periods and 4 special periods. This also I have explained. Okay, why we would require is a special periods, and how the shifting mechanism it is going to work. Then assign company code to the physical year variant. Okay, this not sure whether I did or not. Okay, from here let us check. I think this is also, I remember I did assign company code to physical year variant from here. Okay, up to now if anyone has any query, please let me know. Okay. Okay, so up to now I believe no queries. Okay, going forward, if still have any queries, please come up. Okay, now as let it open that SAP, so that meanwhile we'll see what are the topics which are pending for basic settings. Okay, now it's the next one is a open and closed posting periods. Now we will discuss about this one in detail. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, assign company code. This is doesn't matter. Okay, we will do just the simple assignment only. Now we'll jump into that open and closed posting periods. Okay, in SAP. Now let's say for example, we are now today date is the 5th of July. Okay, now today is the 5th of July. Now we are in say let's say as per Indian financial year. Now April, May, June, July. Now we are in the fourth period. Okay, for example, now the last period which June has been closed means we have to close the period June means the current period it will be open in SAP for finance. Remember friends, the explanation what I am giving it is the period the previous period has been closed means June period has been closed, current period is been opened. This in finance. Okay, we can open current period. The previous period and the future periods will not entertain. Okay, we cannot open. Even business also will not entertain to open such periods. But is a different and as fixed assets is a different. Okay, please be remember now. Okay, open and closed posting periods. Postings in SAP are controlled by the open or closing. Means if you open the period, then the current period is been opened, so we can able to post the transactions into the system which are relevant for the current period. Then closing means we have closed the period June period. Okay, that is the third as per the financial year. We have closed the June period. Now we cannot enter the transactions into the closed period. Okay, now see opening or closing of postings means with help of the open and closed posting period functionality, we can have the control. Either we can open the new period or we can close the closed period. Okay, now the postings in SAP are controlled by the open or closing of the posting periods. Normally, the current posting period is open. Remember, for document postings and all other periods are closed. At the end of the period means during end of the month, this posting period is closed and a new one is open for postings. Remember, this is for only applicable for the finance FI and CO, finance and controlling. But in S4 HANA, both should be same. Means now we are in the month of July, means it's the fourth period. Whatever the periods we have opened for finance, then the same period should be applicable for controlling also. Okay. Okay, that is a different topic. When we will be there into the controlling, we will discuss in detail. Now, fiscal year what I have given April to March. Okay, this is a financial year what outside, then we could say it's a 2022 financial year. Now open means April, means when we are going to open the period number 1, April period number 1. Then the closed means okay, now let's say for example, now opened, we have opened the periods I am talking about, not single period. I am talking about here periods. Means we need to create the 12 periods, then we need to close what is the we need to open the current period and we need to close the existing periods. Okay, how we can do that one? Now let's see into the system. Okay, now the transaction code is that one OB52 for this one. Okay, now let's okay, now the scenario here, please understand here. Okay, there are two options are available. Okay, now if all company codes follow the same posting period variant, suppose for example here for the situation is that now all my company codes are residing in India, so at that point of time one posting period variant is sufficient for that one. Then we can assign the one posting period, okay, for all legal entities. Okay, then in case if my company codes, each and every individual company codes are having the different posting period variant. Okay, when this situation will arise, okay, suppose some are the company codes are which are residing in India and some are the company codes which are located in India, in outside of the India. Maybe let us assume US. Okay, so US people, okay, they will follow the financial year from Jan to December. So at this point of time, what we need to do, we need to have a separate posting period variant, which company codes are located in outside India. Okay, what are the company codes are which are located in India? We can assign for them only the one posting period variant. For outside India, for outside of India, we can create separate posting period variant, then we can assign that to the outside of the company codes. See, that is what each and company code having a separate opening and closure posting periods. So at this point of time, we need to have a X is for, let's say for example, India, then Y is for, let's say for example, US, means the posting period variant. Z is applicable for the I mean it's a different country, maybe it's a Singapore, whatever it may be, according to the business requirement. Okay, posting period means, see, the variant, I am keep on talking about variant, means what is the variant. Okay, please understand, variant means which I am going to set up the variant at client level. Okay, the variant, one variant can be used for multiple company codes. Okay, remember. Okay, maybe once you will get some hands-on experience, so that you will you can able to understand. Okay, now define variants for, first we need to define the variants. Once we defined the open and closed posting periods, then we can create the open and closed posting periods. Okay, now what is the path? Then let's see. First it has been open. First check whether the posting OB39 transaction code, whether the assignment is being done or not. First, let us check that one, then we'll jump into the next one. Sorry, OB37. Okay, so here we have not yet assigned the physical year variant. So okay, as we have discussed the standard physical year variant, which we are going to use for our practice purpose. Okay, let us go through V3. Okay, we'll take the V3 as we have already seen. Okay, we'll take V3 is the, it is having the 12 are the from April to March, 12 normal periods and 4 are the special periods. Okay, now let us sign this one. Now, then open and closure posting periods. Then the scenarios also I have explained. Now, what is the path to define the variant? First, we need to define the variant. Okay, SPRO financial accounting settings. Okay. Settings, document postings. Define variants for the open posting periods. Now let us define the variant. I am defining the variant. Okay. Now, after once as soon as we define the variant, then this variant we need to assign to the company code. Okay, first after definition we need to assign variants to the company code. Then that's what I told you, the variant, whatever the variants we have defined, if you want you can use that variant to your other company codes also. Okay, now Let us first assign that one, then we'll see the now we have done the assignment. Now see the relationship, please understand here. Okay, one step back. Then we have created the variant. Okay, this variant has been assigned to the company code. Now the next step would be a open and closed posting periods. Remember here, now the posting periods are which are going to link to the variant. Means variant has been assigned to company code already. Under the variant, the posting periods will be there. So based on this combination, the system is going to derive, or system will understand which period is been opened, which period is been closed. Okay, this is the relationship. Please understand. Okay, if you are unable to understand, please let me know. Okay, now here variant is important. Remember this variant already associated with the company code. Then under this variant again, under this variant only we are creating the periods. It means from what is the period number 1, what is the period number 2. Okay, I mean we are going to, okay, defining like that. Okay, now let me take into the new entries. Okay, now the variant what we have created. See, this is the variant what I have created. Now let us please concentrate here. This is the even very important for you. Now account groups, please understand here. Accounts here. Now why SAP has given accounts here? Okay, there are 5 accounts are there. Assets, customer, vendors, material, GL and contract accounts. Okay, now, okay, I will explain one by one here. Okay, now if I give plus, means the plus is applicable for all account types. Okay, now A is a assets, D is a customer, K is a vendor, M is a material, S is a GL account. Okay, this we cannot use. Means it's a when the organization would like to implement a contract account in at that point of time, this can be used, but now for us it is not useful. Okay, now, okay, so assets. Okay, let's say for example, first I will explain you about the assets. Now let's say for here you can see now I have given is the, okay, first we'll take, otherwise we'll take the GL accounts. Okay, it is easy for us to understand. Now anyhow we are going to discuss GL account. Now GL account. Okay, now I want to control the GL accounts. Now from account, if you want to control the GL accounts for current period, let's say for example, if you have any such situation, you can give the GL account number if you want to control the numbers. Remember GL account numbers also there is a possibility, means from account to account. Okay, now from period, remember here from period is a current period. Okay, in general how we do the setup means period from period is a 1, the financial year is a 2022, then 2 period is a 12, means this is a April period, then this is a March. Okay, of March period for the next financial year. Now here also this is a financial year from period again we'll give here is the 13, then I'll give is the 2021 only. Okay, why I have given 2022, 2021 I will explain you. Okay, now the controls here is the, now if I want to control only particular GL accounts. Okay, now let's say for example today is the July 5th. Now the June period it's not yet been closed, means for the month of June I want to pass some adjustment entries into the system. Okay, now the period is a June is the period 3. Now what I will do, I will give only 3 period. Now the adjustment entries where I want to pass into the system, the adjustment entries maybe I want to pass which are relevant for the share capital. Let's say for example, okay, I'm just talking about. Now I will give the control. Then how it is going to control means, see now if I give the similar configuration, then everybody can able to access. But the here you can see here authorization group is there, means the security team will define separate authorization group. Then for from, okay, Okay, whoever want to pass entries which are relevant for the June month, for them only under this group, their IDs will be mapped. Only they can able to access, then they can able to post entries in between the period for the month of June if they want to pass. Okay, this is the authorization group is a very important one. Okay, now, okay, this is what how we are going to control the posting periods. Okay, for past period or closed period. Okay, now here you can understand only the entries, adjustment entries which we want to pass only into this GL account. I don't want to pass the entries into other GL account. So that is the reason what I will do. Then from account to account I will mention the same number, because other GL accounts should not allow to post, means other periods already been closed. Okay, like this means this period. And also remember the periods which are representing only for the general ledger postings only, others are will not allow. For others like vendors, customers, assets, for others will not allow. Okay, that is the business scenario what I have explained, but in real time how it will be there. Okay, the accounts they'll give is a, if they want z they will give. Okay, now or else the period now I will open is a, okay, 1 to initially what we'll see, 1 to 12 I will open it. Then let's see. Okay, how system is going to throw the error when we will be there in the when we are trying to post into the system, then I will do the changes here. Okay, how to close the previous period and how to reopen the current period. Okay, now for, okay, here we need to understand this settings is applicable, means this rule is applicable for GL. Okay, now let's say for example if I have given plus means it's applicable for assets, customers, vendors, material, GLs, whatever means it is applicable. Only one is a sufficient for us, means if organization want to have a separate, then that is also fine. If only one plus is a fine, means it's applicable for all accounts, means vendor, customers. Okay, interval the system is asking the tender account number. Okay, taking this way complete interval. Okay, okay, this I will delete this one, this we do not want. Okay, now see, now plus I have entered is a plus, means it's applicable for all accounts. Now in real time how it will be there, in the sense apart from the plus, okay, it will be there. Okay, then for all groups, means because in real time they want to control each and every account group however they want. For yes, they will give the same mapping 2022 financial year 12, 2022, then the 13, 2021. Why I have given here is a 2021. Remember friends, in last session I have explained clearly the special periods that still the audit is going on. Okay, for the financial year 2021-22. So that is the reason the special periods, okay, for our understanding purpose, the special periods it will be the part of the previous financial year. Okay, if you want to pass some adjustment entries to the previous financial year. Okay, that is the reason I have mentioned here is a 2000, I mean the 2021 financial year. Okay, now let us take here 2021 only. Okay, here this one it required is a masking. Here we have to give. See, now it has been taken, means from account it's not required, but to account is required when we are going the mapping, when we are doing particular account wise. Okay, I have given just for understanding. Okay, we'll give the same, we'll do the same mapping. Okay, then here is the, we'll take the D is the customer account, how you want to control. Then K is for vendor. Then A is for assets. Okay, now almost we have done. Okay, for GLs, vendors and customers, one is left. Is anything is left? Sorry, is anything is left out before moving to material? I think material we have missed. Okay, the M is a missed out. I remember M for material periods we have missed out. Okay, now almost we have the close open and close posting periods we have mapped for all the account types. Okay, now let us save. Then when we are going to post the document into the system, at the time I will come back and I will close the previous period and I will reopen. I will keep open only the current period. I will show you. Okay, that is a month end activity. Okay, the open and close posting period functionality I will show you. I will explain you at that point of time. Okay, so hope everybody understood that one. What is the relationship between the variant I have created? The variant has been assigned to the company code. Then with respective of the variant, with the combination of variant only, again we have defined the posting periods, okay, for individual account group wise, so that the system will understand this variant is associated to the company code. Then when we are using that company code, already the system will identify, our system will understand, okay, now this is the period which has been opened for postings. Remember, okay, that is the logic, the reason, the logic behind that one. Yes,
I
yes,
have a
please come
doubt
up.
here.
Yes,
Uh, the from account and to account, right? There you mentioned some mapping
yes.
Z
Hmm.
for to account. Can't we leave it empty without providing that?
It will not accept, system will not accept. If you leave blank this one, system will not accept. We must have to fill this, at least two account we must have to fill. Okay, if
Okay.
you want to, while practicing you can try it, Kranti, because see, okay, it will not allow, system will not allow us to, okay, with, I mean, if you want to leave the blank, system will not allow. Okay, for during the practice, if you have any query, please while practicing you can test it at yourself. Okay, only the plus
Okay.
only it will get accept, others will not accept, Kranti. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Okay, now assign posting periods to the company code. This we have already done. Okay, where the data is going to store Adani Power and as well as ADN, the Adani Gas. We have the two company codes. Okay, so anyhow we are doing configuration for Adani Power. Then we have taken an example, define open and close posting periods. This also we have already done. Okay, where the data is going to store. This is the data T001B table. Okay, now the financial year I just mentioned here, just explanation, authorization group. Okay, how the periods which we are going to control. Okay, the screen is required for is required for every month in production client. Okay, nobody will have access to customizing areas. Means if you want to control the authorization based on the account group wise, means assets wise, GL wise, vendor wise, customer wise. So okay, there are options which are available in SAP. Okay, we can able to do the control easy. Okay, now posting periods entry at means, okay, now see here, this is one of the month end activity. Means now we are in July month. Now already June month has been closed as per the financial year, Indian financial year. The June is the third month. Now we want to close the June period. We want to keep open only the July period only. At that point of time, what we will do? Okay, then we will keep open the July is the, okay, fourth period. Then here also only 4 will be there, means the current period will be open. Okay, let me do this configure this, we do this setup now itself. Then 4. See, now I have keep opened only the periods which are for July month only. Okay, remember I just saved the data. Okay, and also remember this is one of the month end activity. Now the consultant we can come back straightforward if the business want to. Okay, consultant want to do the changes, then we can directly come here. Then we can do the changes. Then if the end user want to do the changes posting periods means this is the month end activity, then this is the transaction code what SAP has given s underscore alr underscore. Now this will also take us then slash n. See, now the there are two transaction codes are there. One is a OB52 transaction code, then the another one is a S underscore ALR underscore 87003642. This is the one more transaction code which is available. But in real time OB52 is the direct access. Okay, no one will have authorization. Then this by this transaction code we need to change the posting periods. Okay, but it's depends on the organization. Okay, if organization would like to provide the authorization for OB52, then we can, I mean OB52 is the transaction code, straightforward we can go and we can do the changes. Okay, there are two transaction codes are there for to close and or to open the posting periods in SAP system. Okay, now one is a OB52, another one is a this one. Okay, now document type. Now let us discuss document type and number ranges. This is the very important. This is the one also important word here. Okay, what is the document types? Let's say for example, now in SAP, okay, now in every business organization, every day there are many transactions which are happening, like purchases, sales, okay, salaries, payables. Okay, depends on the situation, the different transactions which are happening. Okay, at this point of time now, okay, now what business organization want to, they want to have a separate, means let's say for example whatever the postings which are relevant for vendor. Okay, the organization want to have a separate number range, separate document types. Document type is nothing but a voucher. Now okay, now we have purchased something, some raw material we have purchased from vendor. Okay, for that one if you enter into the system, okay, okay, we want to have a separate identification for vendor transactions. The same scenario is applicable for customers also. We want to have a separate identification of the customer transactions, like to whom we sold the goods, and also okay, how much tax has been deducted, and as well as when we received payment from the customer. There might be a different transactions in between will be happened. Okay, but each and every transaction we have to differentiate. Okay, how to differentiate in the system? Okay, so in SAP there is a functionality, call it as a document types. Okay, remember friends, the document type is a nothing but vouchers. Okay, now you have a, in real time what we will have the bill numbers. Okay, the same numbers which we are going to pass into the system, them for them we can call it as a document types and number ranges. Means each document type is associated with the particular number range, but document type is the important one. Okay, so document type is nothing but a vouchers. Okay, now okay, why SAP has given, in the sense I have already explained you. So we want to differentiate each and every business transaction, like vendor transactions is going to, like vendor invoice we want to have a separate identification. Vendor credit memo we want to have a separate identification. Vendor payment we would want to have a separate identification. Like this the SAP has given different identifications. Okay, for the document for voucher postings. Okay, now how we can, okay, see. Okay, now let me open the transaction code. OBA7 is the transaction code. Okay, here Understand here. Now you can see there are many standard, now total 57 standard SAP delivered document types are available. Okay, let us assume our business requirement, okay, is not sufficient, means the business is not sufficient for these documents, then we can copy the existing documents, okay, then we can create the new document types also. Okay, now new, that is the situation when the standard SAP document types does not support for the client requirement, then we can have the separate document types. Okay, we can create. Then the next one is a, let's say for example, I will show you one thing is a, okay, for vendor postings we'll take about the, okay, for then see the where the K is going to start. See, the document type KA is a vendor invoice, vendor document is a vendor invoice, KG is a vendor invoice, KN is a net vendors, KP is a account maintenance, KR is a, now we can, okay, KR is a vendor invoice, KZ is a vendor payment. Okay, these are the document types which SAP has given for vendor related postings. Now for customer related postings, that D will be there where it is going to start. Now you can see customer document, customer recurring entries, customer invoice, customer credit memo, customer um, invoice. Okay, now customer payment. Okay, so different document types which has given, the SAP has given to differentiate the business transactions when we are going to pass entries into the system. Okay, now we understood the document types, why SAP has given, what is the use of them. Now, what are the controls are there under the document type? Now let us discuss about, I will take the example for GL account document type. The GL account document type is a SA, it's a general document type. Now, if I open this one, just select this one, either you can double click it or click on the details button, remember. So under this, remember, okay, how the voucher numbers system is going to determine. Okay, now see the number range 01, this document type is associated to this number range. Okay, now this is fine. Now let me open the another screen. Let me open the, okay, here itself, okay, here itself I will go. Now see the 01 is associated under this document. Now for this particular 01 number range, I want to have a voucher numbers. Okay, voucher numbers, how I can do the company code, means the company code I will give is a, okay, this is the company code. Remember, now number, what is the number range which has been associated in the document 01, the which physical year is a 2022, the number what I will keep it is a from 1 to 199, means when I am posting a GL account documents into the system, the number ranges from 1 to 199, which are the number ranges is applicable only for the GL account postings, means the system will automatically, it will take this number range by automatically by default, no manual intervention is to be required. Okay, while posting a document and while providing the number, internal number ranges, okay, the system will take it the document number. Okay, now the number ranges are, I mean, we have seen the number range, two types, one is the internal number range, another one is the external number range. Okay, now what is the difference between internal number range and external number range? Okay, now internal number range in the sense, now number one, I have posted one document into the system, the number automatically system proposed one document number one, the next sequence would be a number two, then that we can call it as a internal number range, means the system automatically it will allocate the number range internally. Then external number range in the sense, the moment if we select this checkbox, means while posting a document we must have to specify the number by manually. Okay, we have to key the number, okay, which number you want, but the number also should be in between this range only. Okay, while posting the document you will come to know. Okay, but only for some documents we are going to keep external functionality. For most of the cases it will be only internal only, means we do not want to manual intervention to generate the document number. System, we want to have a functionality, system automatically it will take and it should generate the number. Okay, now please understand here. Let me save first. Let me save this one. Okay, now this number range is associated into the document. Remember, the number range has been linked to the document. When we are creating this number range we have created under this company code. Okay, remember, the under this company code, the number range, it has been linked. Then this document type, okay, under this document type, okay, at vendors, it is chosen. Okay, this is the one only. Okay, SA only. Okay, so this document type is created, the number range has been created, company code, that is the logic. Then based on this logic, the system is going to identify for 01 what are the number ranges which are available. Now reversal document. Okay, reversal document in SAP, please concentrate, this is the one of the important functionality in this document type. Okay, so the reversal document, why we have the reversal document functionality? Let's say for example, now there is a one user, okay, he should supposed to post into the system with 100 rupees, but instead of that one, okay, he passed the entry like it's 1,000 rupees. Okay, but in SAP, if we want to rectify the entry, okay, there is no option to delete the, okay, wrong entries. Okay, okay, please remember, once again I am repeating, in SAP, whatever the wrong entries we have passed into the system, okay, there is no option to delete the entries. Then what is the alternative solution we have? What we need to do, we need to reverse the wrong posted entry. We need to reverse, means debit credit. Okay, some X account it got debited 1,000 rupees, Y account it has got credited is 1,000 rupees. The moment we reverse, what will happen? Y account will get debit, then X account will get credit. So both debit and credit balance will get nullified. So the line item balance will be 0. Okay, so no action will be required. Now after reversing the wrongly posted document, then we need to pass the new entry. Okay, while reversing the document, for when the reversal document which is a part of GL account related, okay, then the reversal entry the system will post, okay, by using the AB document type. Okay, for this document type, for this GL account is a main entry. For reversal, when I am reversing the GL related entry, then the reversal entry is going to pass into the system. Then the reversal entry will be used by the AB document type. Okay, now you can see here the account types, means what we have seen when we have created open and closed posting periods. I have shown you there are 5 account types. I means assets, customer, vendors, material. Means this means the what it is representing here, the document type SA I can use to post asset related entries, customer, vendor, material, and GL account. Means I can use, okay, for all these groups. Okay, the document type SA. Means for others it will not be like that. Okay, for other document types it will have separate controls. Okay, I will show you even when we will be there into the, okay, vendor and customer. Okay, now these are the controls which are available in the document type, remember. Okay, and also, okay, negative postings permitted. Negative postings in the sense the reversal entries which are going to permitted. Then intercompany postings. Intercompany postings means within the organization. Now we want to perform some, one company is a okay, we want to pass some entries, means we want to do the transactions, okay, within the organization. Means Adani Power and as well as, let's say for example, Adani Gas. Okay, we want to pass some adjustment, some entries into the system, that we can call it as the intercompany postings. Okay, this also I am going to cover when once after completion of the GL account. This is the one of the important topic, then I will cover. Okay, then how to do the configuration, how the intercompany entries it is going to hit. Okay, this I will cover. There is a separate session will be there for this one, you don't worry. Then reference number. Okay, while posting the document number, the reference number also, document reference number, document header text will be controlled from here. Okay, don't remember all these things. Okay, now you just remember how the system is going to understand. Okay, this document type is associated this number range, and the under the company code this number range has been this number range is been assigned under this with the combination of this number range. For current financial year we have given the number ranges. Okay, for GL account postings. Okay, now just go back. For GL account, document type is a SA. For GL the just explanation which I have given, but finally you will the explanation what I have given here, it is the same. The entries where it is going to store, okay, T003 and T003T. These are the tables for document types. You can go and straightforward. Here also the document type SA only used. Okay. Then the number range, however you want, you can keep the number range. Okay, this is also not standard, but most are the cases in real time what will happen, just please remember in real time whatever the number range, okay, for document type SA, whatever the number ranges we have defined, the same number will be carry forwarded to the next financial year. Means the same number will be created for the next financial year also. Please remember here, this number range series is applicable only for the 2022 financial year. Now if you want to have a same number ranges for 2023 financial year, again we need to come back, we need to define the, we need to create separately by manually. Even in production system also, this is also one of the year end activity. As a FI consultant, we need to create all, we need to set up all the number ranges in the production system. And also remember, when we are creating the number range, I think did you concentrated or not, I don't know. Okay, now when we have created new number ranges, okay, for number ranges the system is not generating any transport request. Remember, please concentrate here. Okay, because this is a kind of master data, so the system will not generate any transport request. Okay, if we want we can transport, but transport option it's not the suggestible. Okay, now we need to define by manually. Okay, but each and everything it's not possible to define by manually. Now maybe if my company code have the thousands of document types, okay, how I can define? Okay, for that one there is an alternative solution. We can copy the numbers, previous financial year number ranges to the current financial year. There is an option is available. Okay, during the project session I will cover all these things. Okay, now at the moment you don't want to, okay, it is too much for you. Okay, if I explain all the things. Okay, now we have seen the document types. Okay, however you want, you can keep the number ranges. Okay, here just explanation what I have given. Okay, now the next one is we have seen document type field status variant. Okay, what is the field status variant? Okay, now let us first go to the transaction code. The OBC4 is the transaction code. Okay, now what we can do, will copy here also in a real time also. If we will be there in a implementation, then we need to copy the existing one. Then it is not possible to create the one, okay, the new one. Then instead of that one we can copy the existing one. Then what I will do, field status group for, then press enter, then the around, okay, select copy all. 41 entries has been copied. Okay, for what purpose this step is to be required, I will explain you. Okay, now we have created. Now see here, while posting the entries into the system, okay, the debit is having, debit will have the 70 fields, credit will have the 70 fields, total 140 fields are there. Means what are the fields? Let me open one more screen here. I think I have already opened. Now let's say for example F-02. Okay, FB01 I will open. This is also one of the transaction code. Okay, now fields. What are the fields? Means if I want to pass some debit entry, means document date, document type, company code, posting date, period, currency, means each and every one we can call it as a field. The same way for debit we have the 70 fields. 70 plus fields are there. Then credit means 70 plus fields are there. Okay, now let us assume. Okay, let me give the example here. Now let's say for example I am posting here is a general ledger account related postings, GL related postings. For GL account related postings, okay, then I don't want to have the required field. Okay, vendor, maybe some let's say for example like it's a profit center or cost center, I don't want that field as a mandatory field for GL account postings. Okay, now how can I control? Means see, wherever you could see the tick mark is there, this field is a mandatory field. Without entering this field we cannot move forward. Means if I want to make it this field as a optional, means from the mandatory, if I want to make it as a optional, how can I do that one? Remember please, okay, the controls, where the controls are there. Okay, now these are all the mandatory fields. Okay, from where can I control the fields? Now the controls are we can do the controls with help of the field status group. Okay, now where the field status group is going to associate, means the field status, means this field status group is linked to the our general ledger master record, GL master record. Nature of the transaction, we need to assign the field status group. Okay, now how the controls are there? Select this one, fields. Now you can see general data. In general data, see, remember here what are all the options SAP has given. Okay, suppress, required, optional. Suppress means if you select this one, then what system does is it, the system will not display, means the system will go and hide that option. Okay, then required means we must have to required, means the field we must have to enter the some information in the required field. Then optional means the system will display like this, means whether if you want to enter the information you can enter, if you don't want, you no need to enter that information. That is the meaning of that one, suppress, required and optional. These are the options what SAP has given. Okay, now additional account assignments. Now you can see all are in a suspense. If you want to drop down, take it to the next page, select this one, it will go to the next page. Okay, now these are the controls. The field stat, with help of the field status group we can control the fields at the time of posting. Okay, now this is the field status group what we have created. Now after creation of the field status group, and also remember the field statuses, we have around 41 field statuses are there. If you want to, we can create a number of, if business organization want to, okay, separate field status group for different GL accounts, then we can create while creation we need to select the existing one, we need to copy and we need to do the changes according to the requirement. Okay, now after creation of the field status group, then we need to go for the assignment. Okay, that's what I have explained here. Suppress, the field will not be visible in the screen, means the field will be hidden. Okay, required field. Okay, the explanation which I have already given here. Okay, if you want you can just go through, remember. Okay, okay, field status group are created under the field status variant. Okay, this and all what I have already given. Okay, the required, how, what are the fields are required based on the scenario, okay. We need to give the field status group into the, we need to map the field status into the GL account, screen layout at the time of postings. Okay, then OBC5, this field status we need to assign to the company code, we need to assign the field status group what we have created, okay, to the company codes. Without that one, okay, fine, this is the one only. Okay, now assign. Please understand here, this field status group is linked to the company code. Okay, while posting the business transaction, code, okay, the field status group already been assigned to that company code. The GL accounts which we are going to create, the GL accounts also which we are going to create under that company code, only. Based on these combinations, the system will understand, okay, what are all the fields available for this particular postings for GL account, for vendor, customer, whatever it may be. Okay, now screen layout rules at the time of posting. Okay, define field status group. PRO, financial accounting, financial. Line item controls, define field status variant. We have already defined field status variant. Then the field status variant we have already assigned selection. Okay, selection screen layout at the time of posting, how it is going to controls. Okay. Okay, now this we have already discussed about. Okay, what is the G001? Okay, when we will be there into the GL account creation, at the time you will come to know. Okay, what just here I have given the example. Okay, I need to do changes, some changes here, the physical year and all. Okay, now assign company code to the field status variant. This we have already done. Okay, now the next one is a sales tax procedure. Means as per in India, we have the sales tax procedure. According to the each country is having their own tax procedures. Okay, at the so in India also we have the sales tax procedure, sales and purchases, means the tax procedures which we need to assign to the company code, like is VAT and GST. Okay, TDS, it's a different tax procedures are there. Okay, we must have to assign that procedure to the company code. Okay, this is also, without this one, system will not allow us to pass the entries into the system. Okay, now SPRO, financial accounting global settings, tax on sales on purchases, then basic settings. Now first check the calculation procedures. First we need to check the for India whether is there any, okay, define procedures, access sequence. Okay, now already the procedure it is there. Okay, no need to check. Assign country to the calculation procedure. Okay, we'll take it. Here is that. Now just search, here is India. For India, already the tax procedure BTAXIN, it has been assigned. Okay, means this is also the client level settings. At country level settings means the procedure which is already been, somebody has been assigned. Again, no need to assign. Okay, the new procedure, because whatever is applicable for this country, somebody has been, even I only assigned for other batch. Okay, now no need to do the config, no need to do this one again and again. Okay, now this is already there. Okay, now tolerance groups. Now the next one is the tolerance groups. What is the tolerance groups? In SAP we have the different tolerance groups. Employee tolerance groups, okay, then GL account tolerance groups, and as well as the vendor and customer material tolerance groups. Okay, different tolerance groups. First of all, what is the tolerance group? We need to understand. Okay, tolerance groups are the controls. Let's say for example, one employee which is working in a payable, accounts payable department. Okay, the employee should have the authorization only up to 10,000 rupees payment. If the payment value is at 10,000 rupees, okay, only the 10th below 10,000 rupees or up to 10,000 rupees only, then the employee can able to do the payment. If the payment value, if the value of the whatever the payment he is doing, if the value is a more than 10,000 rupees, okay, then he need to get approval from his manager or from from accounts department. Okay, that is the controls, that kind of controls are there in SAP. Even and also let's say one more example. Now I have given is a tolerance limit is a 5%, means we are receiving payment from the customer. Okay, let's say instead of 100 rupees customer made the payment 95 rupees, means we have given is a tolerance limit up to we can bear is a 5%. If the incoming or outgoing payment, if the difference is a 5%, then we can bear, means that the difference it will go and it will be system will accept according to our configuration. Okay, the difference how we are going to define the tolerance percentage and all, it's a pure organization decision. If they want, then we can keep the tolerance percentage, otherwise we cannot keep it. Okay, how the controls are there, how we can do the controls. Okay, the explanation which I have given here just for your information, you can go through. Okay, how the controls are there, I have given an example also. Okay, NP ADNG Adani Gas ADN Adani Mills. Okay. Okay, so define tolerance groups. I have given an example, the tolerance groups. Okay, how we can define the tolerance groups into the system. Okay, SPRO, financial accounting, GL accounting, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transactions, GL postings, business transactions. Okay, open item clearing, clearing differences. This one, business transaction, open item clearing, define clearing differences, then define tolerance groups for the GL account. Okay, just go to the straightforward new entries and you just give the company code. Then don't give the tolerance group here, because if you give the tolerance group here, what will happen again, you need to assign these groups to the each and every employee. Again, that will create some complication. So that is the reason. Okay, and even in real time also, most 90% organizations will not give the tolerance group. Okay, it depends on the organization requirement. Okay, tolerance groups for the, just for your information, the debit postings, how much you want to allow for debit postings. Okay, now the percentage, how much difference this you want to allow. 2%, I'll give only the 2%, means outgoing or incoming amount, how much amount should be allowed, means if employee wise, if you want to keep 10,000 rupees, only the 10,000 rupees will be applicable. 10 is extra is there, so that is the reason system is not accepting. Okay, now if the payment are incoming and outgoing for employees, then if it is a 2% difference, then system will get accepted. That is the meaning of that one for GL accounts. Then tolerance groups for employee, the same group, don't give any group. Then here also amount per document, you can give how much you want, you can give it. Then here is a cash discount per line item, how much discount if you are going to, means what if the difference is a 5%, then the system should allow for postings. Then okay, now okay, this I will do the changes. Some company codes and all which are appearing is the old batch related things. Okay, now maximum, okay, the amount which I have described here, enter global parameters. After that one, after creation of the tolerance groups, then let's go to the global parameters. The global parameters /n OBY6 is the transaction code. Here we can able to see the entire configuration, we can see in one transaction code. Okay, now let us see now select this one, click on the details button. Now you can see the okay, Adani Gas will take the, because we are doing configuration for this one. Okay, now for this company code, for this legal entity, Okay, what is the currency, in which country we have created, what is the language we are using, then what is the chart of accounts, okay, this company code is following. Then if this company code is associated with the company, what is the company name, what is the physical year variant, then what is the field status variant, what is the posting period variant, all the information which we can able to see in one transaction code. This is the one of the important one. Okay, now need to select the negative postings allowed checkbox. Means negative postings when we are going to perform the reversal of the business transactions. Okay, for that we would require is a negative postings to be allowed. Select the business area financial statement checkbox. This is the one. Means if you want to draw the financial statements based on the, okay, the company code wise, the options what SAP has given. Now option we have selected. Now the select proposal physical year checkbox. The next one is a proposal physical year checkbox. The next one is a select define default values data checkbox. Okay, define default values checkbox. Okay, then select negative posting. This already been selected. Select additional data here, additional data. Then if the company code is having the, okay, pan number, okay, the information different information, okay, tax justification code, okay, or else different information, if you want to we can map here. Okay, but now at the moment that is not required. Just save it. Okay, now up to here, remember up to here we just have finished the all the, okay, this is a TDS number, PAN number. Okay, up to here we have finished all the our basic settings of the finance. Okay, now this transport, about the transport request I have already explained in day before yesterday's session. Okay, how to see the transport request and how to release. Okay, that one I have already explained you for your information. I mean in the last, okay, I have described here. Okay, how you want. Okay, now up to now we have completed the basic configuration for the finance. Now we are ready to, okay, start the general ledger accounting. Okay, up to now whatever the configuration I did, then what are the topics we have discussed. If anyone has any query, please let me know. Okay, I'll just pause, keep 1 minute pause, 1 or 2 minutes, so that please come up with your queries so that I will clarify. Yeah, Kranti or Bhimesh, so if anyone have any queries, please let me know so that I will clarify. Okay, now I am going to start the general ledger accounting.
Nothing from my side.
Okay, Kranti, fine. Yeah, Bimesh and Ankireddy, so and as well as Bharat. So do you have any queries? Please open up your mouth. Okay, without asking the queries, then how you can, okay, while doing practice, then definitely you will get lot of doubts, lot of queries. Please open up your mouth, because you are the experienced person. So you have a lot of experience in the domain side. Okay, you should raise a lot of queries. Okay, but maybe going, let's see the upcoming sessions. I am expecting the questions from your side, because you peoples are the back have experience, very good experience domain side. So that is the reason I am expecting more and more queries. Okay, I mean I am expecting based on your experience. Okay, let us see. Okay, in the upcoming sessions. Okay, now if you are fine, then I am okay. Then fine. Now we are going to start the general ledger accounting. Okay, then after completion of our session, I am going to share this document to you, the basic configuration settings of the finance. Then you can keep it with you. Then after end, once the entire finance module will be over, consolidate all the documents, then I'll share with you one document. But now for time being, I will share is individually. You can keep it with you. Okay, now the general ledger accounting. Now we are going to start the GL accounting. Okay, the general ledger accounting module is one of the module in SAP. Okay, first we need to understand the process of the general ledger accounting. Okay, without understanding, that's what I told you even last every session I am repeating this, the statement, without understanding the business process, okay, no need to learn SAP, means you cannot succeed. Means first we need to understand the business process. If I am talking about general ledger or accounts receivable, accounts payable, whatever it may be, we need to understand the process, business process. What is the business process of the general ledger accounting? I will show you. There is a standard business process which is there. Now this is the general ledger process overview or process flow. Okay, process. Now in financial accounting, general ledger is a separate module. Then for this general ledger, we need to define the master data. Means we need to create the general ledger GL accounts into the system. Then after the creation of GL accounts, by using the GL accounts, we need to pass entries into the system. Transactions processing means we need to record the entries into the system. Then after record the transactions, account analysis and the reconciliation. If there could be any rectification, if you want to pass any rectification entries or any reconciliation is to be required, then we can perform into the system. Then periodic processing means if there are any period end closing activities for GL accounting, okay, like interest calculation, okay, bank interest calculation, foreign currency revaluation, these kind of activities are the month end activities. Means periodic processing we could say is a period end activities. Then once this will be done, then we can go for the reporting. Means after performing all these actions, now if I want to see the posted entries or cleared entries into the system, this is the entire flow of the general ledger accounting. Remember, okay, I will share with you. If you want, I will share with you this document also for your understanding purpose. Okay, this is first we need to understand the process. Okay, now we have seen the process, general ledger accounting process. Okay, now let's move on to the first PPT, the second slide. Now, okay, so yes, in SAP, general ledger accounting is a central component. Means central component for all other modules. Means without general ledger accounting, no more other modules. Why? Because the reason being that either you can take is a module, means you can take it as a material management for accounts payable, or okay, accounts receivable, or sales and distribution, or okay, then whatever the modules you can take it. But all the modules which they are going to record transactions, where they are going to record transactions, they are going to record all their transaction into the GL account. So that is the reason central hub for all the transactions, the GL accounting is the central hub. Means if we do not have the GL account module, then no more other modules, because the reason being that whatever the transactions we are performing into other modules, the same, the transactions will get update with help of GL accounts only. Without GL account, none of the transactions cannot be possible enter into the system. Either it's a materials, purchases, sales, whatever it may be, each and every transaction is must associated to the GL account. Without general ledger, we cannot pass any entries into the system. See, that is what the general ledger, okay, holds all accounts for the balance sheet and the income, okay, profit and loss statements. Okay, the general ledger contains a number of sub ledgers. Means sub ledgers means in SAP, accounts payable, accounts receivable, asset accounting, these are the sub modules. Okay, why we are going to call them as a sub modules? Okay, later on I will definitely I will explain you. Okay, at the moment you just only concentrate here. Okay, what is the general ledger accounting? Okay, how we can use that into the SAP system. Okay, means I just have given the clarification here. Okay, without general ledger accounting, as I explained, okay, no more other modules. Okay, how it is going to integrate it means the GL account, it is going to integrate it for now you can see travel management, okay, asset management, cash management, accounts receivable, accounts payable, okay, special ledger, okay, legal consolidation. For everything it is the interlinked to the GL accounting only. Means if you want to perform any transaction, then that it has been linked to the GL accounts. Okay, without general ledger accounts, so other modules it cannot possible to pass the entries into the system. Now, a group hierarchy. Now, as this is the organization structure, this I have already explained you. Company, how we are going to create Adani Group is a group. Then we are going to call it as that in SAP is a company. Then this is the FI organization, finance organization structure. Under company, then chart of accounts will be there. Under chart of accounts, company codes will be there. Okay. Then under the company codes, business area will be there. Then financial management, it's a different topic. Okay. Okay, this is I have taken from the Treasury and Risk Management batch. Okay, that is the reason it is showing here. Okay, now I will do the changes here. Now, okay, so under this company code, we will have the business area. Okay, this is the organization structure of the hierarchy. Okay, now company code. What is the company code? What is the company? I have already explained in that is the same information here. It is there. Okay, I have already explained, the detailed explanation has been given. Okay, when we were discussing. Okay, now general ledger process means in financial accounting, in the general ledger accounting, now we'll jump into we'll create the master data, GL master data. Okay, now how to create the GL master data? As I have explained already, /n FS00 is the transaction code where we can create the GL account. Okay, now I promised you when the session during the session beginning. Okay, I promised you I am going to explain with the example why we would use the 3 transaction codes. Okay, to create the GL accounts. Okay, now for time being I will create. In tomorrow session I will clarify that one. Okay, now see account 200-105, which is a relevant for the some bank account. It is not available. It is not created in the chart of accounts as of now. Okay, now how we can create is just click on the create. Okay, the moment if you select create option, then the system will propose what kind of group is this, whether it's assets or liability. Okay, okay, we have defined the groups. Okay, where we have defined the groups, I will show you. Let me open that one also. OBD4 is the transaction code. ADNI something. Okay, these are the groups what we have created. ADNI, this is the chart of accounts, what we operational chart of accounts what we have created for our company. Okay, this is the one. Okay, now I am going to create the GL account, which is the let's say for example it's a bank account. Means first you can understand here 200-105 where it is there under the group, in which group it is there, in which series. 200-105, remember 200-105 it is going to fall into in this group. Means it's a current assets, loans and advances. Under this group the 200-105 it is going to fall. Okay, now what I will do, I will create, then it's a now the group, let's say for example, okay, here group is a current assets, loans and advances. Okay, now instead of this one I will give another group. What system will say, now I will give, let's say for example current. Okay, current liabilities I will give. See system, what system is throwing the error, account group CLPL only defined for account group. Means the system is telling that if you want to create GL account by under this group, we need to use this number range only. Means but we have given is a 200-105. That is the meaning of that one. Okay, now let me select that one, current assets, loans and advances. Now see system is accepted. Now the moment after selection account groups, then we need to select either it's a P&L account or balance sheet. But 1 series and 2 series which are assets and liabilities, it's a balance sheet. Then I will create here is a now is a bank account. I will create is a now controls, remember. Okay, now the controls means the account which should get update into the local currency INR. Okay, now only balances into local currency. Means if you select this option, what system does is it will display, means the balances will be display only into the local currency. Okay, now only balances in local currency. Okay, now exchange rate and all it's not required. Okay, valuation group it's not required. Tax category means when we will be there into situation, I will explain. Okay, posting without tax allowed. This is also one of the functionality I will explain. Then at the moment the fields are not required, postings without. Then reconciliation account. Okay, when we are going to use assets, customers or vendor or contract accounts, then the reconciliation account will come into picture. For GL postings it's not required. Okay, now okay, now please concentrate here. Open item management is the very important checkbox here. Okay, why we would require is a open item management. Okay, the open item management checkbox which we can use if there are any line items which we want to clear. Okay, from the GL account means this is a bank related GL account. Okay, the incoming or outgoing line items are there. If I want to clear that line items, I need to have the open item checkbox. Then only I can able to clear the line items. Okay, then and also remember the open item management checkbox which is applicable only for the clearing account, and it will be applicable for balance sheet only. Remember, please remember here the open item management which is applicable for balance sheet and clearing account. Clearing accounts like bank clearing accounts, salary payable accounts, tax clearing accounts. Okay, GRIR clearing accounts, such for such kind of accounts this open item management checkbox will be up. I mean open item management option will be applicable, and it's not applicable for other accounts. Then line item display means how the line item is going to display. 001 the sort key means while displaying the line items into the report, how system is going to sort means it's a company code, GL account number. Okay, posting date, document date, how system is going to sorting the fields. That is the meaning of the sort key. Okay, remember. Then the next one, the next important thing is here is that we did the configuration field status group. Then we have seen the fields, we have defined the field status group. Let me go to over there, OBC4. This is the field status group what we have created. Under this field status variant, I have n number of field status groups. Okay, now I have explained you now how to control the fields while posting into the document, means the controls which are available here. Now the next thing would be this field status group or the field status group. Now I am going to assigning into this GL master record. Please understand here, under this company code I am creating this GL account. At the same time, this the field status variant what I have created, this has been assigned to the company code. Based on this combination and based on this logic, the system is going to control the fields. Now this is the importance of the field status group. Okay, based on the our nature of the account, we are going to we will create the field status group. Okay, fine. Now post automatic only checkbox means sometimes this account will be required where the some tax related entries means some, let's say for example for this particular line item there is a tax is a 10% should supposed to calculate, means the tax calculation or discount calculation. The discount calculation, let's say on this line item 3% should get calculated. The discount means the discount entry or discount amount should be calculated by system automatically, and automatically system will pass the entry into the system at that point of time. For that particular GL account we need to select the post automatic only checkbox, and this and all not required. Okay, then planning level. Okay, this the planning is the part of the treasury and is the part of the separate module which is available. Okay, then it's not required the planning. Okay, then house banks, if this GL account is relevant for SBI, now we are creating the GL account, it's a part of State Bank of India. Now we need to assign that bank account information. What is a bank account, what is the account ID. Then relevant cash flow. This is the important, this checkbox which is applicable only for the cash and bank transactions, because it, with the help of this one, we will come to know what is the cash inflow, what is the cash outflow. Means the bank account, by using the bank or cash accounts only, we can able to see the cash inflows, cash outflows. So that is the reason we need to select this checkbox. Now, okay, now most are the fields, most are the options I have covered. Now let me save this one. Data is been saved. Okay, now the GL account has been created. Okay, now already the session is 4 minutes is running more. Okay, now I'm going to stop. Okay, one moment. Stop.